And this is a direct rejection of the ideology of Miss Kennedy, who didn't want positive white male characters. You saw pretty much most of her shows where you had to have a little bit of melanin to be a good character on the show, right? The bad guys were always the white guys. Disney is ecstatic about how Skeleton Crew is doing in terms of his own internal metrics of success. And Lucasfilm has come up essentially with a new two-tier plan moving forward, right? So basically, what's happening is, as well, there's people. We don't have the official numbers yet on Skeleton Crew. We do have Bergman from Disney saying that they're happy with it. We've had that comment. He said that in the trades last week, right? And then my source inside said, based on at least what they're saying internally in both Disney and in Lucasfilm, the internal metrics they're using to decide for success are doing very well. And the numbers that they were told was something like at least 75% of Disney Plus subscribers have at least sampled the show, even if that's, I don't know how long that sample means, a minute, 30 minutes, I don't know, right? But they've watched it. And so there's 150 million Disney subscribers. So we're talking about close to 100 million people have at least tuned in for a little bit. And hopefully we'll get some Nielsen's numbers as to what it is. But the pivotal thing that this has done, that the scoop that came right after I was on Latino Slant, is that as a result of this, Disney has decided to, number one, really start pushing more wonder in Star Wars. What a shock, right? Star Wars and wonder, right? That this was proof that a show that focuses on childlike wonder, like Skeleton Crew does, is what the audience of Star Wars may want. And so that's a directive moving forward. We got to insert more wonder and less politics into it. The other interesting thing is that, and this matches my conversation that I had talked on last week on Latino Slant that I had with the dinner. The dinner I had with the showrunners is that they said they're getting instructions. It's time to hire white males again, which is exactly what I heard from my source inside of Disney, was saying that that now Disney the Lucasfilm is being given the directive, bring more white males, positive white male characters in. And this is a direct rejection of the ideology of Miss Kennedy, who didn't want positive white male characters. You saw pretty much most of her shows where you had to have a little bit of melanin to be a good character on the show, right? The bad guys were always the white guys, right? And that's silliness, right? And so, that directly aligns with what I was told at the showrunner dinner, right? So that makes sense. And then the most interesting thing is, as a result, now they are creating a two-tier system for Star Wars moving forward, that the internal success, they are happy with Skeleton Crew. Whatever it is you're saying, it's not successful, they are happy with it, and they're happy with the numbers. And so as a result of that, they're now planning a new track of shows that's going to be aimed for teenagers, for like 12 to 16-year-olds, right? That's going to be like Skeleton Crew, that's going to focus on youth-oriented stuff, while having the more serious stuff like Andor for adult audiences. So I think this is the right strategy, because I think you need to constantly remember that George Lucas made these movies for younger people. We saw them as kids and now we see them as adults, but he made them for younger people. He made them for kids and teenagers. And now the slow corporate system of Disney is beginning to realize that, right? And
let me just read a couple of your words here. Okay, this is from Sparrow. Like you said, going to add more hope and wonder, which I think, especially this latest episode, it's really digging deep into that. Star Wars will now include more positive male role models, which Kennedy did not allow previously. I'm seeing that in Wim's father and in Jude Law's character. I think I think a majority of people who've actually watched Skeleton Crew are really digging it. And this is good news, though, moving forward. I mean, we need some positive news, Cameron, moving forward,
yeah,
creatively. A lot of people aren't watching the show, but that doesn't mean it's not rich in storytelling.
well, more enough people are watching that Disney's happy. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Yeah. Anything else to add here with Sparrow and more?
No, I mean, I've been sort of rammed all this through because I only have a few more minutes. But that,
Yeah.
if you want to get the full details, just join my Patreon. You can read the full report there.